All right, so it is my pleasure to introduce NHL first-round pick, Colorado Avalanche, pride and joy of St. John's, Newfoundland, Alex Newhook.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well.
Just finished a really good workout. Everybody worked hard. We had a little bit of skill stuff, a little bit of conditioning, some off-ice exercises, good mix of everything. Everybody looks tired. So that's the most important thing. Everybody put in a lot of work, and the most important thing is everybody showed up today to get their work done and to improve as a hockey player. So that's what matters the most, right?
Yes, that's perfect. Got to get doing something, especially when there's not much else to be doing.
Exactly.
Work on whatever you can and be ready for when we get back.
Exactly. So I guess we'll start on that note. Let everybody know how you're dealing with the quarantine and what some of your favorite things to do and how you're dealing with everything, how you're preparing for big season you have coming and your future as well too. So just a little update on how things are going at home.
Yeah, quarantine's going well. I'm usually not home for much of the year, so to be able to spend some time with my family has been great. I spent the year in Boston this year, so I wasn't home much except for Christmas. So now to get home for a few months and be able to spend time with family is great. I've been working out. I mean, like you guys, working on some skills and stuff. That's what I've been trying to do. It's hard when we're not able to get on the ice, but try to do stuff off the ice and shoot pucks outside and everything else. But trying to stay busy and trying to stay ready for when we get back, whenever that is.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, I guess it's hard to do. There's some stuff everybody wants to be on the ice at this time, but you got to be creative and find different ways to do things. And that's the most important thing, I think. As long as you're putting in the effort to some capacity, I think that's definitely, you're taking the step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. Aside from like preparing for the season and doing your off ice, your workouts and your skill stuff, shooting pucks, what's one thing that you like to do to waste the time, maybe, or just something around the house, or
I'm not like a huge video game guy or anything. A lot of my buddies are into that, so they're spending a lot of their time doing that. I'm still in school, so I'm still working on some schoolwork here and there. Trying to finish that off, and then just a few TV shows I've gotten into. But other than that, it's kind of laying low and doing whatever.
Any new TV shows? You Netflix guy? What do you like?
Yeah, Netflix. I'm into a show called Money Heist right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Haven't seen that one. Gonna have to check it out. But
yeah.
A lot of options and a lot of time to look up some new stuff.
Definitely. Yeah.
Sure. Give us a little bit of a quick background. Just for some people, we do have some kids from Newfoundland here. Shout out to all the kids from Newfoundland. We got a mix. I know we have maybe some CBR kids. I think we got one Avalon. We'll get into that. So I was a Caps kid growing up. We got another Avalon in there. Good.
Avalon.
Got a lot of mix of kids. We have some from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and we have some from Alabama as well too. So we got a lot there from different places, which is great. Everybody can come together and kind of learn from your experiences and kind of have a chat with you. So give us a little background, where you're from, how you got started, things like that.
Yeah, it's nice to see a wide range of people. I mean, I've been kind of all over the map playing, and I've been lucky. Hockey's been able to take me a lot of different places. I started off in Newfoundland. That's where I'm from. I grew up playing here. I moved away when I was 14. I moved to Ontario, which is like middle of Canada. I played 2 years there. I went to St. Andrews College, a prep school in Ontario. Shay knows that.
Very good school. Very good school.
There you go. I played 2 years there, and then I decided to move out to British Columbia. And I played 2 years in the British Columbia Hockey League. It's a junior A hockey league out there. I was committed to Boston College to play university hockey down there in the States. And I played 2 years there before going to Boston College. Had a great 2 years. And then that took me up to last year, where I spent my freshman year at Boston College. And we had a great year, and our team was really strong. It sucked that we had to end so early. I think we could have had a chance to win the national title. So it's unfortunate, but I'm heading back to Boston for another year, and hopefully end up in Colorado's system eventually.
Very good, very good. I do have to mention, Nigel, I'm sorry, I worked with you in Pennsylvania, but you are from Maryland and you're playing Delaware, so I'm sorry we missed you on that one. But yeah, that's great. So leading up to that, obviously you had a great year when after you left St. Andrews College and went into Victoria in the BC League. You did it. You had two unbelievable seasons there. Really stood out a ton and kind of everybody started to take notice of you then, which leaded up to last year when you were able to go to the NHL Draft. Tell us about that experience, how things played out. Maybe something that you thought you didn't expect that ended up happening. Everybody knew you were going to get drafted, just a matter of where. But kind of tell us about that experience of the day, leading up to the day, and all like the cool experiences that hopefully a lot or all of these kids that we have here today can kind of experience once they get older.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience. NHL draft when I was your guys' age, that was that's kind of the thing I looked forward to growing up, and always kind of pushed to get to that point. And where I was playing in British Columbia, the draft was actually happening in Vancouver, so the hype around the draft was crazy all year. And playing in British Columbia, everyone that was there was kind of looking out for the guys that were playing locally. So the hype was really exciting last year, and the process was pretty long. It starts like a year before the actual draft when you start talking to teams and stuff. So that was great, and a lot of my family came out for the draft. Throughout the year, it was kind of up and down and where you think you're going to get drafted, but you never really know until the day comes. And the day was, I mean, everything I expected and more. Kind of I think I had like 50 or 60 family and friends out there, so the crew was pretty big. And just sitting down waiting to be called was kind of kind of nerve-wracking, but it was very exciting at the same time. And I was lucky to be drafted to Colorado. It's a great spot to be, and the draft day was pretty special.
Yeah, for sure. I can imagine. And like, for me, I remember being on the couch. I remember watching and waiting when Grace and I were watching the NHL Network at the time and NBC when they had everything. And it was, the greatest thing is seeing how many people were there to support. And I know that's one great thing about Newfoundland is the support from everybody. And
Yeah.
we've all supported you, and just seeing you grow into the player that you are is definitely amazing to see. And it's fun. It's good that kids can have somebody to look up to. And
Yeah, thank you.
a small place, right? So definitely
Yeah.
a great experience. After that, after you were drafted, but a month later, a couple of weeks, I guess, would be the rookie camp. Kind of take us into your first experience putting on an Avalanche jersey, some pretty nice new equipment and all that, and getting settled away at an NHL camp.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think for me, I really didn't get my head around it like until I got to Colorado. I think because everything kind of moves pretty quickly. Right after the draft, there was only a few days until we actually flew to Colorado for the first camp there. And it's all kind of the emotions are kind of just running through your body all weekend, and you kind of don't really realize that, all right, this is real now. And Colorado's the place where I'm going to be for hopefully for a while, and a team that took a chance on me. So when we actually got to Colorado and kind of got to see how how everything works in professional hockey, and see how they go about that, it was pretty cool. And I think really opened my eyes to the lifestyle of a professional player, and getting to meet some of the guys and see how they kind of go about their life in Colorado. It was pretty cool.
Do you have one memory, I guess, from that camp out that kind of stood out as like your first memory, or kind of something that had happened that kind of made you realize, okay, like very very close to this level, or just that made you feel like you're really involved in something special and you're playing at the highest level?
Yeah, I think probably when I started to like meet some of the guys that were on the team, that was pretty cool. After the draft, I had a lot of texts and calls from guys on the team, so that was pretty cool as well. Just kind of feel like a part of that group already, and even though I'm not obviously playing with them right now, just to kind of like feel welcomed in, that was pretty cool. And then when I actually got to Colorado to kind of put the face to the text or phone call or whatever, it was pretty special feeling.
Awesome. Yeah, so I guess for most of the kids here, obviously we look at where you've come and how you've done, and obviously if you look at the statistics and the numbers that you put up as a player, and how you've been your entire life, obviously you've been one of the strongest players at every level that you have played with. So naturally, for somebody to think about that, they'd be like, wow, like, I mean, it must be nice, to just kind of go through and be the best player all the time and just had to deal with that. However, no matter who you are as a player, there's always some sort of adversity, or you're dealing with something that happens in your hockey career that really kind of sets you back a little bit, or makes you feel off in a way, or maybe you lose your confidence in a certain area. Tell us a little bit from everybody that's played, whether you're a kid or you're growing up. I know for me personally, there's a lot of adversity you face as a player, no matter how good you are or whatever level you're playing at, and how you deal with that is important. Just kind of talk about that a little bit, some of the adversity that you faced in your early career, and leading up to that, and we'll kind of get into like how you've overcome that and the success you've had after.
Yeah. I mean, it's very rare that someone will go through their career and not face any bumps in the road, and I think it's very important to kind of be able to overcome those and get back to the player you are and not let it affect you too much and kind of use it as motivation. Yeah, there's been a few instances where I've had to overcome some adversity, and it's definitely not an easy thing. It was hard for me leaving home at a young age. When I left at 14, kind of being on my own very young. It was hard, but kind of just focus on hockey, and that's kind of what I've tried to do. Whenever anything is getting tough, just kind of focus on what I could control in hockey and try to have fun with it. Um, I've gotten cut from Hockey Canada's camps twice. First time at the U18 level. Going into my draft year, I thought that I thought that I was going to be a part of the team going into camp, and maybe I was a bit too overconfident. And then I got released from that camp. So that was the first time I was really cut from a high end team, and never really experienced it before, and it was definitely hard for me, kind of realizing that there's other players that are just as good and better than you at this point. So for me to kind of take that as motivation and just try and bring it into my game and bring that prove people wrong kind of mentality in with it. Had a good year in my draft year, and I think that was a big reason for it. Was kind of getting back to myself and not worrying about being cut from a team, because it's not the end of the world. And then this year again with the World Junior team, I got cut from that team. I was at camp. I was one of the last cuts, but definitely a team that like everyone wants to be a part of is the World Junior team. And again, I thought like I deserved to be there, but having the confidence and going in and then not being able to be on the team is hard. But there's always another year. There's always bigger and better opportunities out there, and that's the mindset you got to take with any adversity.
And I know you're a modest guy, so I'm going to do it for you. Since after that had happened with the World Junior team, you ended up going on quite a tear at Boston College this year. We'll get into your freshman year in a minute, but just to put up some numbers, 42 points, 34 games as a freshman, and was named the national NCAA Division I Rookie of the Year. So obviously that goes to show that regardless of where you end up or what your placement, obviously it's an easy thing for you to do when you get cut from teams, or you come to a disappointment in your hockey career. It's easy to kind of back down and kind of put yourself in a hole a little bit. But obviously you didn't. You came back. You proved everybody wrong, and you proved that you definitely deserve to be on that team. While decisions do happen, you've proved everybody that you're not going to back down from anything. You came in after in the second half and kind of blew up and came in and did great, ended up being the Rookie of the Year, and really helped your team succeed. And that's something that's very important. And like I said, I know you're a modest guy, so I'll throw out the stats for you. But yeah, I think that's definitely a great thing to see. Tell us a little bit about your college, your freshman year of college, and the transition from junior into college.
Yeah, big transition. College hockey is fast. It's very, guys are a lot stronger and a lot faster. I came into the season at 18 years old, and I was playing against guys that were 24. So that was kind of the first time I experienced like playing with that big of an age difference. And guys are very mature. Guys are, they're very good hockey players. So to be playing against those guys, it was definitely different than junior, where even as a younger guy, I still wasn't one of the smaller guys, or it didn't really stick out to me that much. But getting in this year, it was great. Yeah, big transition, but playing with a lot of good players. Our team was great, so that helped me a lot to kind of be able to learn from some guys on my team and some older guys. And as the season went on, we were a really good team. I think we finished like top 5 in the rankings before we all got shut down. So it was a fun year, and balancing school and hockey is tricky, but in a college college atmosphere where you're playing and around the same guys that are doing similar things to you, it's great.
Awesome. No, that's good. And it's glad to see the success you had as well too as a player. And I think that to be able to commit and show that you can compete and in a lot of areas dominate even with the points you have as a freshman is great to see. And obviously the work that you're putting in off the ice is definitely showing for sure. One thing that's always been brought up that everybody sees, you see pictures and stuff all the time. A lot of pictures of you from whether it was from Colorado camp or you in college or whatever it is. You always have a huge smile on your face. I've always seen it in you as a kid on the ice at hockey camps and things like that. Talk about that kind of mentality a little bit if you don't mind. And obviously it's important to love the game and enjoy playing and put a smile on every time, but just kind of talk about that, your kind of attitude a little bit and how things play out for you that way.
Yeah, I think probably everyone here can agree that hockey's, it's got to be the best thing in the world for everyone here. And I think just getting excited about being at the rink and being around people, I think, whether that's practice or games or anything else, being excited to be at the rink is it makes hockey that much more enjoyable. And yeah, you want to move on and you definitely want to, be successful in hockey and get to that next level. But you can't do that if you're not having fun with it and you're not enjoying it. So doing that and bringing it around, and for all your friends and everybody too, if you're liking it and you're bringing the excitement, then it feeds off of each other. So other guys are going to, be more excited and be more happy. And it just makes for, a better time at the rink and a more enjoyable experience all around.
I agree. Couple quick questions we'll go into, and then we'll end off with a little statement from there.
Perfect.
See, favorite TV show?
Game of Thrones.
Thrones, good. Type of music, anything you like to listen to?
I'm a pretty diverse music guy. I like rap. I like country. Yeah, anything.
Anything on a game day specific?
I cold shower before every game. That's like the one ritual that sticks out.
I know there's one more. It started in, what did it start in BC or was it in Victoria? Like a warm up routine.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Where did it start?
Yeah, I started in Victoria. It's just kind of like cold water. Like when I get a cold shower, it's kind of nice to just feel like wakes me up a bit and makes me feel a little loose. I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but then in warm up, one of my managers on the team, I'm good buddies with him. We just kind of fool around and spray myself down with water and warm ups just to kind of keep everybody loose and have a bit of fun and warm up.
Yeah, whatever works. Everybody has their things.
Yeah.
Whatever works. Do you have a favorite pregame meal? In college, are you guys stuck to the one thing all the time in college?
Pretty much, yeah. Forcefully chicken parm.
Exactly.
Every time.
So you don't have much of a choice in college.
No.
When you get out of college and you're making a ton of money playing in Colorado, what are you going to have as your pregame meal?
I feel like I might just have to stick with it.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I didn't know anything else. That's good. Let's see. I know you're from Newfoundland and now you lived in the U.S., so a little bit of a funny question. If you had to pick a cheat meal, Mary Brown's or Chick-fil-A?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Mary Brown's, home soil.
Mary Brown's. Grace does not agree. Grace converted. Guys from Newfoundland, everybody's probably saying Mary Brown's.
Yeah.
Here's he's looking at me. I don't think he knows either one. You know one?
So what's yours?
Mine is Chick-fil-A. I do like Mary Brown's. I know. I've spent a lot of time in the U.S. now.
Yeah. That's a tough question. I
know. I had to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Maybe throw you for a loop. Favorite hockey camp coach as a kid?
This is a sewer question. Shane's got to take the crown.
But yeah, no. Let's. We're getting close on the time here, so why don't we finish off? Maybe just like a quick little statement, just for the kids, something little bit of motivation for them. Anything that you have or any sort of advice you can give them through your path on to being drafted into the NHL and continuing your college career and then going into professional hockey after. Just kind of something that we can leave them with today for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, and it's nice to be able to talk to all you guys. I hope you're staying safe and trying to stay busy as possible. But yeah, challenging times obviously, but like we said, just keeping in mind the whole adversity thing we talked about earlier. I think it's important. I think everyone's going to experience setbacks in hockey that might not come this year or next year, but whenever it does come, just stay focused. Don't get discouraged. Have confidence in yourself. I think that's the biggest thing is believing in yourself no matter what other people say. And yeah, try to stay busy. Try to do as much as you can here. And you know, with Shane and Grace giving you guys some drills to do, keep doing those. They're gonna work out, and they'll help you when we actually get back and can get skating. So I wish you guys all the best, and it was good to talk to you.
No, definitely. Thank you very much for coming on. I know everybody here appreciates you taking the time to chat with us. Even with tough times, everybody being stuck at home, everybody has busy schedules and there's a lot of things going on. So for everybody to be a part of this and to listen to you talk, I know from me personally, being able to watch you grow up and play and seeing you since you've been so young on the ice and being involved with Extreme and coaching and seeing you grow and mature into the player and most importantly the person that you are today. I'm definitely proud of you and I'm very happy to see how you've done, and I'm excited to watch your career blossom the way that it has, and definitely looking forward to watching you continue your career, getting into pro hockey after college. And like I said, I know I can speak for a lot of people when we say we're definitely very, very proud of everything you've done thus far and the work you put in, and most importantly, not only just being a great hockey player, but being such a great person, a very good role model. I think that's the most important thing above everything, and definitely very, very proud to see what you have done, and I'm super excited to see how things play out in the future for you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Shane.
All right, guys, I'm going to unmute everybody for a second. Let's see, as long as I can figure this out. Let's see. I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay.
I can do it. I wrote it all down.
Thank you, Alex, for coming on.
Yeah, I wrote it all down.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, Drew.
Bye, Shane. Bye, Grace.
So,
Thank you. Bye, Shane and
Thank you.
Grace. Bye.
great job. Great job, everybody.
Bye, Alex.
I'll send out if we do another one. You have some other stuff as well. Send everything out to your parents. For the rest of your weekend, everybody did a great job today with the workout. All right, everybody did such a great job. All the best. Great job by everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.